Hi everyone, welcome. Today, let's discuss about another important issue in the ESG world, which is materiality assessment. Before getting started, just a brief about myself. I'm Harsha. I'm a consultant with around 3 years of experience working across India, Europe, Australia, and serving across 10 plus clients in areas of GHG, inventory, decarbonization, ESG strategy, among others. So let us understand what materiality assessment is. Materiality assessment is the process of identifying, refining, and assessing numerous potential ESG issues that affect the business. A simple way to remember this is by equating the meaning of material to being important. Here, in materiality assessment, we consider topics that are important to the firm. Things that are material changes from firm to firm. For example, for a mining company, biodiversity conservation might be material, but it is not for an IT company. Generally, there are two types of materiality assessment: financial and impact materiality. It is also called as single and double materiality. Single materiality refers to how climate and other ESG risks and opportunities impact an organization's financial performance. Organizations generally conduct single materiality assessment to identify risks and opportunities that affect their operations, earnings, and physical assets that contribute to their enterprise value. In contrast, double materiality considers both the effects of an organization that has on the climate and the potential impact of these factors on the financial performance, which is shown in the figure below. A double materiality approach recognizes that organizations contribute to and are affected by climate change. Double materiality assessments are therefore more complex and comprehensive than single materiality assessments. In the image here, we can see double materiality assessment, wherein financial materiality and impact materiality are both considered. So, why do we need to do materiality assessment? There are majorly three big reasons why we need to do materiality assessment. The first one is stakeholder alignment. Materiality assessments help companies align their strategies with their values and concerns of key stakeholders such as investors, customers, etc. This ensures that company's initiative resonates with its audience and fosters stronger relationships. Also, materiality assessments helps companies to understand their competitive advantage. The companies that act and understand on material ESG issues are often better positioned to adapt to shifting market demands and meet sustainability goals, thereby gaining competitive edge. Other than that, companies can even allocate resources more efficiently towards areas that drive more significant impact, ensuring investments to high priority areas. Also, materiality assessment is a part of real regulatory requirements in the current times. There is a growing focus on materiality in reporting frameworks and accounting standards such as GRI's G4 guidelines, International Integrated Reporting Framework, and the SASB standards, etc. So, how do we do a materiality assessment? The first stage is in preparation stage. Here we define the objectives of materiality assessment, define what materiality means to an organization, etc. For this, we generally consider a couple of questions like, is this the topic of importance to your stakeholders? Does this topic have any ES environmental impact in your value chain? Is this topic of strategic relevance to the business, etc.? Also, in creating a list of these top potential material topics, we use a lot of sources like media reportings, external peer reviews, sector specific regulatory contents, and standards. Here in the image, we show an example of a list of potential material topics that are evaluated against international standards to understand how, how material these topics are for a particular firm. The next stage is stakeholder mapping and engagement. Here we list all the key stakeholders like investors, customers, employees who influence or impacted by the company. Stakeholders may vary depending upon industry and the company goals. Once these are identified, data we collect data from them through various stakeholder engagement tools like surveys, interviews, and focus groups, etc. The image on the slide talks about a model survey which can be sent to stakeholders in order to understand what issues are material for them. The next stage is prioritizing of the issues. These include setting up a threshold or cutoff points for defining which topics will be considered material. This includes ranking of the topics based on the data collected from the stakeholders, which is shown in the image on the slide. Once the material issues are prioritized, the findings need to be validated. Here, we need to engage with key stakeholders, key decision makers, such as executives, board members, to validate the assessment findings. This step ensures that the results align with company strategic visions and provide feedback for any adjustments. If I can show it on the slide, the column of stakeholder importance is the resultant data from all the stakeholder engagement done previously, wherein the column of influence and impact could be another column wherein the consultant engages with the steering committee or a board committee and determine which issues are important for them. And once it is evaluated, we can plot the graph that makes up the materiality assessment. So this is a brief about materiality assessment, and let me know down in the comments if you have any questions, and if you are a business and want to talk about any of your business needs, the details on how to reach out are mentioned on the slide. Thank you. Have a nice day.